not just a male thing, to want to be on top, to protect what's yours. I learned that much watching my mother deal with my father while she was alive.
We're here at the Long Island International Film Expo, and I have Mike, who's one of the producers of one of the acclaimed films that everyone is waiting to see, Send No Flowers. How you doing, Mike?
Hi, how you doing?
Well, tell us a little bit about the film.
Well, basically the film, it stars Sean Young as the daughter of a mob boss, and she's secretly running the family because her father's got dementia. But the family doesn't like the fact that she's running the family, so they take out her father in the hopes of getting rid of her. But she's not going to go quietly. Yeah.
I see that. So how did you get involved in the project?
I've been working in film for about 20 years. I've worked with a lot of famous people, and so Fred asked me to come on and to produce it, and we ended up getting Sean Young and Johnny Russo, Jackie Martling. We started to put a really good cast together, and it just came together.
So you and Fred have worked together before. How is it working with Fred?
Fred's an interesting character. Yeah, he's a good, I would call him like Quentin Tarantino on steroids. It's like we have a small budget that we work with, but we end up making a lot of big things happen. So it's fun. Yeah.
So where did you shoot most of the scenes in the film? Was it here on Long Island?
Yes, most of the film was shot here on Long Island. I mean, all of it was. We shot in Old Brookville and Merrick and Belmore, Baldwin. So yeah, it's fun.
Really? You shot in Baldwin? Baldwin is my hometown. Where in Baldwin? You use a house in Baldwin?
No, we actually shot at a printing place right by, I can't think of it, right off of Merrick, right by the Blockbuster. It's probably closed now, but right across the street from that. Yeah.
Cool. So how is it working with the cast, working with Sean Young?
Sean Young's amazing. It's like I've met a lot of different actors, and I've worked with a lot of actors, and she's one of the nicest actresses I've ever worked with. She's a constant professional. And even though we're not as high budget as some of the bigger Hollywood films that she's been on, she really let us, helped us out and kind of like took her under her wing and, did the best job that she could do for the film. And that was really great.
Cool. So what would you say was one of the best moments of filming this project?
I guess one of the best moments was filming in an $8 million house in Old Brookville. Yeah. So, I was like, wow, I'd love to live here. A pool was inside the house instead of outside the house, so, that we spent most of our days there, and, and the family that helped us out with that was really gracious to us, and, it's because of them that we got the big budget look that we have.
Well, that's awesome. Well, I can't wait to see the film, and it was really nice talking to you. Anything else you want to share about the film?
Well, I'd like, I'm trying to think. If you can go see it. If there are any other distributors out there watching this, please come and buy it. We could do our next film.
Plug. Come get this film. Well, thank you, Michael, for sharing with us today.
Speak with your client, Antonio Albano.
Well, we're here with Michael, who is one of the co-writers and producers of Send No Flowers. How are you, Michael?
Fine. How are you?
Great. Tell us a little bit about Send No Flowers.
Send No Flowers is a mafia movie with a twist. The head of the family, or the hero or the heroine, is a woman. So basically we took like the old Godfather, Michael Corleone thing, and we just switched around and switched the character to a female because we thought it would be interesting. Just to, a woman in a man's world. You can't get more of a man's world than the mafia, okay? So that's basically the idea behind it. It was written originally by Lee Kalinsky. And it was really the story of two sisters, and they're coming back together after the death of their father. And then what we did was we took it, played around with it, had some fun with it, turned it into an action-packed crime drama mafia movie with Sean Young.
You said you had fun with it. Tell us about some of that fun, because you just got really excited just saying had some fun with it.
Well, what I did was when we were writing it, I said, why don't we just? I'm just not going to write as if she's a woman. I'm going to write as if she was a guy. We purposely changed the name to Tony because Tony could be Pat, could be that type of a name where it could be either one. So in the beginning, we don't even realize that she's a woman until we see her. We played around with it. I mean, she's usually the mob guys got these hot girl, she's an older woman, a mature woman, and she's got the young stud boyfriend. We did just the opposite, as opposed to having the guy like Tony Soprano with all the chicks. We did the opposite. So we had fun stuff like that, and seeing Sean Young deliver dialogue that's kind of tough and brutal was a lot of fun for us. And I don't know how she kept a straight face, but she did.
Well, tell me about that. How is it working with Sean Young? That must have been cool.
It was really cool. I was always a big fan of Sean Young, big fan of Blade Runner, No Way Out, and all of her films. So I didn't know what to expect. And then she came in, and she was 1,000% professional. She was helping the other actors out. She was a lot of fun. You know, she likes that fun between scenes and stuff. So it was great. It was just terrific. And I like old Hollywood stories, so we're sucking up all those stories. Got a chance to work with Tony LoBianco, terrific actor. I was a big fan of the French Connection, big fan of the 7-Ups and all of his work, his TV work. So for me to work with these people, it's great. It was just terrific, I learned a lot just watching them act.
So had you and Fred worked together before?
Yeah, the first film was The Night Never Sleeps, which we filmed from my script, and with Montasante, Eric Roberts. Had a great time shooting that. Real edgy crime drama. So I was not expecting to get right into another film. We just finished this film. We went from that film, a couple of months went by. He hands me this. Hey, do you want to rewrite this? I didn't really want to write a mafia movie because I just finished writing a mafia movie. And my wife kind of talked me into it because she read the script, sort of was the lead female character, really enjoyed it. So that she encouraged me basically to do the rewrite on it. And, I'm working with Lee. He's a terrific guy. It's his story, his idea. And I just kind of, threw a little Italian seasoning in it, sort of.
So how are you feeling today with all of the, effort that was put into the movie? Feeling good?
I'm nervous. I think people are going to enjoy the film, okay? So it's good nerves. I really had fun making this film, It's a lot of work, I've been a cop for 30 years. I went to art school. I studied painting at School of Visual Arts. And I got into this other career. I like being a cop, but I originally went to school to be a painter and a filmmaker. So I'm just getting back to what I originally went to school for.
So you're getting back to that passion, and I see the passion, and you've been smiling the whole time that you've been talking about this. So congratulations, and I'm excited for you and just can't wait to see it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I respected Anthony.
You say so?
Alla stanza discusso.
So we're here with some of the cast members of Send No Flowers, and I'm here with Anthony, who plays Ralph, who's Tony's boy toy, Hottie, in the movie. How is that, playing Ralph?
It was just exciting to have the opportunity to play opposite Sean. And we actually got to do a love scene and a kissing scene. And since her and I have been very close friends, and she introduced me to hot yoga and stuff, so I embraced the opportunity to work with her and some of the other cast members. It was really cool.
Hot yoga? I've always wanted to do that. How was that?
Yeah, it's very intense. I've been working out for almost 20 years now, but the hot yoga takes it to a whole nother level. I mean, the intensity, it's really intense.
Really? I have to try that. So how is it working with Sean, working with Fred?
It was great. This was my fourth Fred Carpenter film. Fred actually was the first guy who championed me and gave me an opportunity, and I'm forever grateful to Fred for that. Since then, I had a couple other opportunities. I got, I got an agent in LA, and I got a manager, and if it wasn't for Fred, I may not have ever had that experience and that opportunity. So whenever Fred calls me and he has a project and he thinks I'm right for it, I'm really excited about it because I owe him my career, something like that.
Well, that is just awesome. So where are you from? Tell me a little bit about you.
I'm from Queens, New York, born and raised, from Italian-American family. Started acting when I was 8 years old, and then I got out of it for a while. And then when I graduated college, I got right back into it. And I've been studying since. So I've been studying about over 10 years, bounced around a number of different schools within the city and LLA. And I found a home. I'm studying at a studio now the last 2 years, and I'm really comfortable there. And I've seen a lot of growth, and I'm really excited where I am right now.
Oh, Anthony, well, congratulations. You seem excited about the film, and I'm excited to see it for you.
Actually looking forward to it very much so. I got my whole family here, my mother, my beautiful mother. So it's going to be cool. I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. Well, it's so nice meeting you. Thanks for talking to me.
My pleasure.
All
Your
right.
pleasure. Nice meeting with you.
You too.
I will protect you to my dying last breath.
So we're here with one of the cast members from Send No Flowers, Paul, and you played the character Frank. Tell me a little bit about Frank and Frank's character.
Frank, well, Sean Young, Tony, I'm like her closest aide in the movie. Like, I'm the only one she could trust. And I'm like the muscle of, like, you know what I'm saying, for her. And I do all the dirty work, you know.
Okay. So how was it being the closest character to Tony, played by Sean Young in the movie? So how was it working with Sean Young?
Working with Sean Young was very good because she brought me to another level. She fed me in every scene that I was in her with. She fed me and she made me go more. Like, she brought a lot more out of me. That's what happens. Like, you know, when you work with somebody like her, they make you better. You know.
Awesome. So she was good as a coach to the rest of the cast.
Oh yes, I learned a lot from her every day. Every day on the set, she taught me. You know. Yeah.
So was this your first time working with the rest of the crew, Fred? Was this your first film with Fred?
Movies with Fred already. Yeah.
So you must enjoy working with Fred.
Yeah, Fred's a good friend of mine, and I enjoy working with him, and we know how to work with each other. You know, we did some good stuff. You know?
So what was one of your highlights of this particular film, since I see you've done a lot of film?
Oh, I tell you the truth, there's one scene with me and her where I'm establishing our relationship, like how long we know each other our whole lives and what we mean to each other. That was a real nice scene for me, with me and her. You know, even though there's a lot of other good scenes, but that one was like, you know, it was good.
So how long?
I dug deep for that scene.
You dug deep for that scene?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a bit of emotion.
Yeah.
In that scene.
Yeah.
So how long did it take you guys to shoot this project?
I'm not sure. It's hard to say. Maybe, I don't know, 2-3 months maybe.
Okay.
Like, you know, my stuff. But he shot a lot more, like stuff I wasn't in. But for me, a couple of months. You know.
So how are your emotions this evening? Are you excited that it's finalized and you're ready to show it to the world?
Well, I didn't watch none of the dailies, like when they look at them at the end of the day. I didn't want to see anything. I wanted to see it fresh. So I'm seeing it fresh today. You know what I mean? I don't know how I did, but everybody says I did good who saw it, so we'll see. I don't know. I felt good after every day of shooting, so I know when I did good. You know, so we'll see.
Well,
It's going to be good. I think it's going to be good.
Well, if you feel good, I'm sure it was great.
I felt good about all the work in the movie.
Well, good. Well, good luck. Congratulations. I hope it's everything you wanted it to be, and I'm sure it is. And I'm excited to see it.
I'm sure it's going to be very good. Fred does good work. He's a good director. He's good on the set. He knows how to work with the actors. You know, he's a good guy.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you.
You owe me. This whole family owes me.
I owe you nothing.
So we're here with John from the cast Send No Flowers, and I hear you play the character Pasquale?
Yes, Pasquale is a #1 hitman for the Albano family mafia. And when Tony Albano gets whacked, when Anthony Albano gets whacked, Tony, the daughter, wants to take over the family. And I've been the #1 capo for so many years that I feel it's my turn. So I'm there to try to take over her family.
So there's a little bit of opposition from you. So you and Tony are kind of going at it through the movie?
Well, we try to keep respect, but yes, I'm trying to take over her position, and she takes care of me somehow in this movie.
Does she? Well, how is that? Because I see this is like non-traditional where you have the woman who's playing the mobster. How was that?
It's different. I love the take that they took on this, to have a woman looking at a man's role from that perspective. And in all honesty, it really works out well. And Sean Young, she is fantastic, and I mean really fantastic.
Everyone seems to have said the same thing, so it was good working with her.
Oh, amazing. Such a professional, sweetest lady in the world, and a true professional.
So have you worked with other members of the cast, any of the directors or filmmaker, Fred?
I've worked with Fred Carpenter, the director of this movie. This is my second time. And Fred is, I have one word for Fred, simply amazing. He's just an amazing, the way he looks at a movie and the way he just thinks about characterizing your character and just, putting the whole plot together. He's just he's genius. He is genius.
Well, that's awesome. It's always good when you get a good director for a film. So tell me, give me one of your favorite moments from shooting this film.
One of my favorite scenes was working with Sean Young herself, and we go pretty toe to toe together. And she really helped me a lot because it just her experiences brought my experiences out, and it was just fantastic. And there was a part where I told her, this family owes me, and I want what I'm owed, and she comes right back at me, and it was just really it was intense. Yeah, I thought she was going to hit me.
Well, if you believed it, then people that are watching it will
Absolutely. I can't wait for everybody to see this movie. It's fantastic.
Well, congratulations. Thanks for talking with me, and good luck with any other project that you do in the future. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
We came here today.
To jerk me off? I want my money. And I
So
want
we're here with one of our cast members from Send No Flowers, Jackie.
Jackie Martling, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So I hear you play Norton.
I'm Norton, the strip club owner, and my cohort in the film is Carney. So it's Norton and Carney, and I was very tight with the head of the mob. The head of the mob gets killed, and Sean Young, his daughter, takes over. And she's not as fond of me as a father, so a little bit ensues. And that's my role.
Okay.
It's fun.
So you and the character Tony are bumping heads throughout the movie?
Yes, you certainly say that, And it's a great film, and it's a lot of twists and turns, and it's a great ride. Everybody's going to love it.
I see that. I've been hearing from everyone who I've interviewed so far. You all seem so excited as a cast. Did you enjoy shooting this film?
I love shooting the film, except I was a strip club owner, and nobody stripped for me. But that's okay. It's a really good film. Fred Carpenter is so good, and Russ, the guy who cut the film, the editor, they're so talented that I haven't seen it yet. I only saw little snippets, and everybody says it's phenomenal. So I'm very excited.
I'm excited for you. So give me a highlight. What was a good moment of shooting this film? Because you seem to have had fun with it.
I had a great time. This is the first time that I have a decent appearance in the trailer of the film, which is fun. But also, I guess people have seen it already, I get beat up. And that sounds silly, but it's the first time I've been beat up in a film, and I really like it. I did get in I was in a Danny Aiello film, and I got in a scruffle, but this time I get beat up. They punched me and kicked me and bloody me. It's a milestone.
It's cool. Yeah, it's a mob movie. Yeah,
it's a mob movie.
At least you live.
I'm here.
At least you're here. Well, thank you so much for talking to me.
I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure. Congratulations.
I do not.
We are here with the award-winning, famous Tony LoBianco. How are you?
I am great. I am absolutely great. I'm very happy to be here.
We are happy to have you here at this film expo.
Good.
So how was it being in Send No Flowers, working with Fred and
Well, I tell you, Fred, he showed me a film. First he asked me to do a movie with him, and then he showed me his work. And from that work, I was inspired to work with him because not only did he have some pretty good actors working in the movie, but he brought the movie in for the right price, and he did it again. And we're all very excited about that. And he's able to bring in good people, to work there. And I have some films that I'm interested in producing or acting or directing, and I'm really, really excited to present them to Fred.
So you've done several Italian-themed movies. How was it with this one being different, where you have a lady that's playing the mob boss?
That's a very unusual thing, and I've never experienced that happening. But I haven't seen the film, by the way, and we're going to go see it now, and we'll see what this. It may be great fun because of that fantasy of having. I did another movie called what the hell was it called? It was about a mafia, of course, and all the men got knocked off, and all the women took over. Bella Mafia is what it was called, and Vanessa Redgrave was one of the heads of the Italian mob, and Dennis Farina was on our side, and so we all got knocked off, and then they took over. It's a fun idea, Yeah.
So you've been in so many movies and been on TV. How was this experience? What was different or unique about this experience?
Well, I don't want to make stories up, but as I say, the only thing that I was interested in is to see this man work. see this man's work. And I did the scene, just to understand what he does.
So how was he
and how he does. It was great. It was fabulous. And I understand tonight will be the proof, because I'm told that just on the trailer, there were over 40,000 hits.
Yeah, and it hasn't been up that long, which is awesome.
No. Really awesome. So he must have some email list, or as you know, he's gotten every actor in the world in the movie, so they must have great deal of friends. Right.
Well, congratulations. I'm excited to see it, and I know you are too. Hopefully it's everything you wanted it to be, so that you and Fred can go from here and do more work together.
There you go. And it's a pleasure to be with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's not just a male thing, to want to be on top, to protect what's yours. I learned that much watching my mother deal with my father while she was alive. The woman knows.
Trust your couples.
I do not.
So the broad, Tony.
You know I could help you with her.
I'd like to speak with your client, Antonia Albano, in regards to the murder of her father, Anthony Albano.
My brother's in charge now, and there's nobody that's going to get in his way.
Just run away? I love this life.
This is just business. My brother respected Anthony.
You say so?
È una stanza discussione da.
Who exactly was my father, Richard?
Your father was a complicated man.
We came here today.
To jerk me off? I want my money, and I want it by the end of the month.
Gaetano's been after your dad's piece of the pie for years.
What about the skirt? What about her?
That girl would be crazy to come at me now.
You won't. This whole family owes me.
I owe you nothing.
You burned bridges. You have no allies.
This wasn't in the plan.
Things change. These are associates of our father. They won't hesitate to kill you and dump your body. Do you understand?
As soon as we're done with your beautiful baby sister, we're gonna start on you.
Where are the feds? Who called them off?
I will keep this family's assets, and I will not go down without a fight.
I will protect you till my dying last breath.
Tomorrow is promised to no one.
Joan of Arc. Did you ever have Joan of Arc?
Yeah. She was burned at the stake.
If you can, go to the IMDb, that's the Internet Movie Database.com, and vote for the movie, say great things about it. And the ballots, we want to get Audience Award, because we always sell out. Fill out your ballots. Please don't forget about that. And also, just so you know, there'll be an encore performance next week. Same time, same place. They'll be showing Send No Flowers, and you buy tickets at the box office. I want to give some thank yous to Donna DiCiani, who played Arbouet. Michael Vario, co-star in the film and was executive producer. Russ Kamada, who's co-star in the film editor, co-producer. Who wrote the script. And Steve Sage, who did special effects and second camera and all this other stuff. And I want to give the mic over to Mike Arbouet.
So I just want to say a special thank you to Lisa and her family, and Georgina and Adam, the guy who was one of the top guys, as well as Glenn and his family for letting us use his house. And again, I just want to say thank you to Sean Young, Johnny Russo, Jackie Martling, DiGangi. Bobby Clement, who's not here, so he did an excellent job. And,
Sean Young, come on up. Johnny Russo, Johnny Russo. Jackie Martling, come on up. Come on up. Thank you, Tony. Can Tony come up? Tony LoBianco.
Hello. Okay, thank you. Pretty well, you know, and the powerful part at the end, I really like the last shot a lot too, the walking down the thing, going like that with the gun. And that was Steve's idea, actually. Remember we did that shot where he was like, oh, let's be powerful, and we walked down. So there was a lot of sort of ego shots that are always kind of fun to watch. So, and I don't usually get to play those kind of parts in general, so I got to be kind of a tough ass. So it was good. I really enjoyed it.
There's a little piece of trivia here. I don't know how close you were watching the film, but they really did beat the shit out of me.
I enjoyed watching it.
You know, I don't know what to say because when Fred approached me, I've never done a film like this before. And I think we all agree. And everyone on the stage. And I will refer to Sean Young from now on as Mrs. Corleone.
When Fred asked me to do this film, play that part, I should say, I then asked, well, what have you done? And he sent me his film that you were wonderful in. That's just fantastic. And he does it for the right price. And that intrigued me tremendously to work with him to get the kind of work that you saw here for the right price. Is really fascinating. Because, you know, it's the same film that Martin Scorsese uses that he uses. It's all about talent. And that, I've got a few films that I'm interested in getting done, and like them to get done in a way where it's not going to cost us $7 zillion, but it's going to inspire young talent and great talent and get some good actors together to put on a show. Thank
you. I want a big shout out to Ed Huther. Ed, could you stand up? Who played the Tony? Come on up there. Anthony Gurino, if you come up. And Anthony Trump-DaCosta, Paul Vario, Donna DiGangi, and Vincent Nigro, who scored this movie and just took it to another level. You guys, come on up. Anthony Gurino, Paul Vario, come on up. Come on, guys. Film festival, come on up. Where's Anthony Trump-DaCosta? All right, he's somewhere. John DiGangi. Okay, John DiGangi, up in the house. Come on. Come on, John. Don DiGangi played Ava. We did about 8 or 9 films together. Eva Cassio, who actually played himself in the movie. He's the sweetheart of a guy, and he's just really that good. And Anthony Gurino. Anthony worked in quite a few films, an amazing actor, and playing off of an amazing A-list actress like that, did a really amazing job. If you want to make a good film and be called a good director, you have to have a good script, you have to have good actors, and phenomenal editing, and then you got a great person who's going to score the movie and just take it to another level. Is Vincent up here? Vincent Nigro, who just brought this thing to life. Making an independent film, Hollywood doesn't have a vested interest, so we have fun at these festivals, but then when you try to get it out to the right companies, you know, it's a boxing match, it's tough. So we're all enjoying the moment, and thank you, because you all made me look good, and I appreciate that. And I love you guys. We're all really good. Coach, back there. Oh, one guy I left out, Art Carney. Come on, Dave Stillman. He talked in a movie. No, he's really good. Good work. But also the bad guys, Bob Helmers and that whole crew, if you guys want to come up. Come on up. Anyone who's in front, come on up. Come on. Listen, question over there? Go ahead, yes, sir.
All right, really quick, I just want to wrap it up. I just want to thank everyone for coming out. I want to thank the film festival for accepting the film and just for enjoying the movie.
Bravo.
It's not just a male thing, you know. To want to be on top, to protect what's yours.